Welcome back to another sports podcast, everybody, because it's exactly what the world needs. It's another sports podcast with Sweaty Duo. We're glad to be back.
Sweaty Duo.
It's a Sweaty Trio. Taylor's on vacation. Me and Michael, we don't take days off. Taylor, he takes days off.
Grind don't stop. Like, with this attitude.
Hey, start putting your applications in. We'd love to find another sweaty lad to put on the podcast. Get your applications in. Send them to
Post on LinkedIn.
sweatytrio@gmail.com. Michael, you have anything interesting this weekend?
Honestly, no. Just another weekend watching football, doing absolutely nothing.
Absolutely. That's the freaking beautiful thing about this time of year, eh? You put on your heavy sweater. Oh, your fat doesn't show because you're on the couch eating hot dogs all day. And you just get to watch 8 hours of commercial-full football.
No. Damn it. 60 seconds.
Of commercials.
Over. Yeah, but it's actually not that bad.
Well, with that, I guess we could just get straight into the love of our lives. The sport that keeps us going.
The king.
The only great part about the fall, besides the colors, I would say, and the temperature. I mean, I kind of like cool weather personally, but
Yeah, a little mild.
it's nice. You
Never
don't
hurt
have a
anybody.
sweater. You get to go for a nice walk. It's orange and it's very nice. You know, it's very nice. Michael, I saw a crazy stat. The Steelers score on the first opening drive since 2008.
Yeah. So that was from week 1. But basically the last, I guess, 16, 17 years, whatever you want to call it, prior, with all those, iconic offenses and all those iconic players, never scored on the first drive of the opening week.
That's kind of crazy because this is even like over the AB era. This is over like the Hines Ward era. There's everything. That's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Not even like a defensive opening touchdown.
No.
Pick six.
And just for some clarity, field goals, I counted, but no touchdowns for 17 years on the opening drive of the first week.
That's so crazy.
It's crazy.
Man. I mean, hey, the Eagles did score in the first quarter of games last year, so I feel you.
It's tough.
It hurts.
A little piece of history. Last time they did that, they won the Super Bowl.
Another little piece of history.
Wouldn't happen, but
Another little piece of history. Aaron Rodgers moves to 4th in passing duties.
my guy.
Stafford's also in 9th. Shout out Stafford. We love Stafford. I'm not even a Lions fan, and I got my Stafford Lions jersey.
No, he's a guy that you just love.
Dude, it's like this is like a pure. It's just he's the archetype. He throws the ball really far. He's your Madden creative character QB. If you make a pocket pass.
The way I look at Matt Stafford is the way I feel like Lions fans and just the average Lions player, whatever you want to call it, look at Dan Campbell. As a guy you just want to play for.
100%. If I was in the NFL, I always would say that would be a great guard. I should get up and do some guard steps.
Like we were.
Yeah. Me and Michael went to a vintage store, and while everyone was shopping inside, me and Michael were getting our reps outside.
He was O-line and I was D-line, and I had to get past them.
Oh, you fucking didn't.
I did not.
Talk about that step, bro.
I was tired. That's what I'm blaming it on.
On another note, Jaxson Dart looks like he's finally getting his starting job.
So we talked about this quite a bit before with the developmental problem in the NFL. I'd like to get your point of view. Is this too quick for him?
Yes. I mean, I don't really like any QB starting unless you're a top 5 pick. If you're not...
Fair. Yeah,
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward makes sense starting.
Exactly. These are guys that you're banging your franchise on. Jaxson Dart went first round, right? 15?
I want to say he was in the first round pick that Cleveland or the Giants, because they traded down, right?
They did.
So I think whoever I forget who they traded with. I think they got number 8 back and then another first round pick in the same draft, if I'm not mistaken. And that first pick was 25. There you go.
You're right. So it was the 25th overall pick that they traded for. For this, I wouldn't say go ahead and start. I mean, you still have JMO. And the Giants do really well. Every year they want some sort of media QB. They had Tommy Cutlets. They cut Daniel Jones. They had Tyrod Taylor. Put Jameis Winston in. It'd be great for morale. It's great for, as fans, we just want to see Jameis.
I know you hate the Giants because you're an Eagles fan, but I really hope that he pans out to be at least a decent starting quarterback for the Giants. Because ever since Eli retired, which was not that long ago, but they've just been so shit. Shit.
everyone forgets the Danny Dimes, the Vanilla Vic year when he brought them to the playoffs, and then they beat the Vikings.
Yeah, but like he wasn't that good. He really wasn't that
They
good.
beat the Vikings, and that Vikings team was sick.
He threw for like 2,500 yards and had 14 touchdowns. He really was not that
He
good.
also looked like a deer in the headlights. Every week of that year, I would look at you and say, like, this guy has no clue what he's doing as a starting QB. Like, he gets the snap, and he's like, oh my god, deer in the headlights. What's going on? I'm going to get hit by an 18-wheeler.
Oh, look, Wan'Dale Robinson did a 4-yard drag. Here you go.
It really does help. And it's interesting because the Giants have so many guys who don't drop balls. Like, Sterling Shepard didn't drop balls.
No, he was good, man.
Wan'Dale Robinson didn't drop balls. Darius Slayton doesn't drop balls.
Ingram on the Giants was pretty good.
Like, they had a roster, not to say that could do it, but that could have pushed something, and they just didn't have that QB to make it happen.
They were, like, competitive. They were in some football games. Like, they had Saquon, too. Their defense was pretty solid back then, but...
I mean, their defense is still sick. They have the best front
really
four in the NFL.
Still really good. But, they just never had the guy throwing the rock.
No. And I mean, hey, was that this week where the Giants took the Cowboys to the wall? Have we talked about that yet?
That was last week.
Did we talk about that last week? No, we didn't.
I don't think so.
Oh, my
What a
God.
fucking game.
What a game. The Giants could have won that if it wasn't for our field goal. The Cowboys didn't have the greatest kicker to ever freaking grace a gridiron.
Was it like a 64-yarder or something to tie it?
Yeah.
And then like another 60-yarder to win it?
Which is crazy. Like, that's...
2 60-yard field goals in a game is nuts.
Pay this guy wide receiver money. Like, it's nuts. But the Giants could... And I mean, we just said it, but the guy could be good. It could be. And I'm kind of coming back on my Cowboys praise. Cowboys look horrible.
They're just so inconsistent. They got shit stomped by the Bears. Caleb Williams actually looked really fucking good. So good for him.
We'll get into this, but since CJ Stroud tried to big brother Caleb Williams last year, Caleb Williams has 7 interceptions and 35 touchdowns versus CJ Stroud was 19 touchdowns and 17 interceptions or something like that.
I think that video, at least now, has such a negative connotation to it. Because I think at the time, was it last year he said it?
It was last year.
And like, yeah, Stroud's not a veteran quarterback, but he had a really good rookie year.
He little broed him.
A down second year, because it's his third year, right?
This is his third year.
Yeah, so a down second year, not horrible, but not great. It's not bad. I don't have a problem with it.
I just think you guys are 2 kids. Were they same draft class or the year apart? They're a year apart.
Yeah.
You're like 5 months older than this kid.
I get it.
It's not like you don't have any right to big bro him and little bro him in front of his team after you just whooped his ass.
But I don't think he was trying to little bro him.
Like, sitting there saying, like, yo, you gotta think about the little things. You gotta this, that. Like, you're not Eli Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Tom Brady.
He's not wrong, though.
I mean, sure, but this is shit that, like, every coach is gonna tell Caleb Williams throughout his career. You think he needs CJ Stroud telling him?
I guess.
And so I just think it's interesting for Stroud to kind of... He little bro. Like, he disrespected him.
I don't know. I liked it. I liked what Stroud did for him.
I like Stroud as a QB. He's professional. He really is a professional. He's got the mental. He's a good. He's good for the league. He's good for the Texans.
We saw his podcast with Mike Parsons.
I love that.
That guy knows ball.
I love him and Micah Parsons is one of the funniest things ever. Now I can love Micah Parsons. I hated hating Micah Parsons. Now I get to love him because he's no longer in my division.
But Green Bay got fucking upset by Cleveland this past weekend.
I think everyone thought Green Bay was just going to beat the brakes off the Browns.
Which they should have.
They really should have.
They looked horrible.
The game was 3-0 until the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they finally, I don't even remember who scored, but they finally got a touchdown. And then I think Cleveland got a defensive touchdown.
I'm pretty sure they blocked a kick. Yeah, I think they blocked a kick. This was the week of blocked kicks.
Yeah, there were so many. The Eagles had one.
The Bucs had one.
The Bucs had one, and the Browns had one.
And the Colts had one.
And the Colts had one.
I mean...
What a weird weekend. It was some good games, though.
It was some good games. And so, talking about the Eagles, we can recap that game a little bit. They played the Rams. I thought this was going to be another Saquon beatdown. Saquon was going to run for another 150 yards and 2 tugs. But... then the Eagles got fucking shit stomped throughout the first half. I think it was 23-7.
Yeah, it was
10.
a 19-point deficit was the biggest lead I think the Rams had.
Which is, I think it was 19-7 going into half, and then the Rams scored a touchdown out of the gates, and the Eagles just brought it back. And shout out Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is a player that I love and I love to follow.
That guy had a game.
And dude, because that guy, he's he was supposed to be huge when he got drafted. He was supposed to be he was supposed to be Jalen Carter. And then his physicals just couldn't keep up. He was running out of breath. He's a big kid, but he's huge. And so over this offseason, he lost 25 pounds. Damn. He's all muscle now. The kid looks great. And apparently they were really thinking about this, and they knew... I don't know who the Rams kicker is, but they knew his apex. They knew his like spot point when he kicks the ball from 30 yards. And so him and Jalen Carter were like, they looked at each other like, yeah, we're going to block this fucking kick. And in the dying seconds of the game, I'm sitting on my couch thinking it's over. Jalen Carter rises to the fucking occasion, gets up, blocks the kick, gets on the ball, and runs it back for a tug to cover the spread. I mean, that must have been a freaking...
Oh, that's the bad beat of the weekend. Yes, maybe Cleveland winning the game, but the Rams... Because Philly was up by 1, right, at that point?
Yeah, so that game, that would have iced it. The Eagles went for 2 after their tug to try to make it a 3-point game so that the field goal would have tied it. That would have been it.
It's funny that Jordan Davis didn't just, like, pounce on the ball and that's it. Guy ran it back for a touchdown.
He was saying in his interview, he's like, if this was last year, I would have been out of breath. But I just wanted to end this game on a good note. And I think it's great for him. It's great for his mental. And I'm excited to see where that's going to take him in the next few games. Like, this is momentum that's going to carry.
It's a good game.
And also, fantastic that Jalen Hurts finally learned how to pass the fucking ball.
Yeah, he had his best game by far this year.
A lot of people are saying that apparently Jalen Hurts benched their OC.
Really?
Kevin Pachulo. So... Everyone's making jokes about him. There's a TikTok I love where a guy pulls out the playbook and he goes, I got 6 plays here. What do you want me to call up? And then the other guy goes, is Nick Sirianni? He goes, 6 plays? It's a book. There's more pages. And then Jalen Hurts walks in. Yeah, you're benched. You're benched. And then Jalen Hurts started calling his plays. And Jalen Hurts had a huge issue with Jason Kelce retiring because Jason Kelce was calling his defenses. Jalen Hurts didn't know how to read a defense. So the kid settled in. He made his plays. A.J. Brown got the ball.
Yeah, he finally had a good game too.
What a catch when he caught it shoulder to shoulder with the DB, put his hand, shoved him to the ground, bounced that boy, dribbled him, give him the Habuga!
Habuga!
Shout out Trap House Sports. It's good. It's a good week. It's a good week. Another good game. The Vikings and Bengals.
Oh my god.
It wasn't actually a good game. It's a horrible game if you're a Bengals fan.
Your boy, Isaiah Rodgers. I think it's the first defensive player in PFF history to have a perfect rating.
Yeah, he is.
99.9.
Yep.
Just give him the 100. Guy had 2 fucking forced fumbles and 2 touchdowns.
How do you
do any better?
160 yards or something, too. Yeah, I mean, if you're a Bengals fan, I'm sorry for you.
No, fuck the Bengals.
Let me also say another thing. I don't know if you saw Chase Brown's stat line.
That was horrible. Didn't he have, like, more carries than yards?
10 carries for 3 yards.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow needs to get a little more flowers for being behind that O-line because that poor kid was getting destroyed.
It's weird to see, like, Jake Browning last year when he he filled in for Burrow when he was hurt. It was last year, right?
Last year.
Yeah, it was last year. I think he averaged, like, 250 yards a game and, like, 2 touchdowns, which is, like, really good.
Yeah.
And he was fucking shit this game.
I mean, maybe it's a testament to the Vikings defense. I don't know if the Vikings defense is something to be revered.
I think it's, like, solid. I don't think it's like, oh, my God, we're playing the Vikings.
Isaiah Rodgers wasn't that guy in Philly. I'll say that. This might be like a Darren Bland situation all over again. Like, it's just situational.
Yeah, they got fucking shit stomped. Speaking of shit stomped, the Panthers shut out the Falcons.
Which, I mean, I've felt stupid all season watching the Panthers be garbage. So it's kind of nice to see the Panthers put something together. But I think it's more of a testament to Michael Penix. What do you think about Michael Penix in these first 3 starts?
Underwhelming. He was really good last year. When like week 12 he took over, week 11?
Yeah.
He was good. And, like, he's just been not good this year.
I saw someone talking about, like, the tendencies of Michael Penix's throwing. Apparently he does, like, a hop step every time he throws the ball, which, like, pay attention to it. But it's really, like, it's hurting his accuracy. And they're kind of saying that, like, the Falcons receivers and Michael Penix are not on the same page and neither one is willing to accommodate the other. So, like, the receivers could adjust their play to Michael Penix, or Michael Penix could adjust his play to the receivers, but neither are doing either. And so they're just not hooking up. And as a Drake London owner in fantasy, I want to strangle him.
I don't know. It was just weird to see because that game was like one of the later ones that didn't go into halftime in the 1 o'clock slate, so it showed a lot. and we were watching it, and I don't know if you keyed on. I don't know if this is a credit to Carolina's defense or just the slate on fucking Michael Penis, but like the long ball wasn't working, so he tried to adjust and go short passes. And there was one, I think it was either Bijan or Tyler Algier, I can't remember. Just a simple check down. It might have even been a screen pass, and it ended up being a pick six.
I didn't key on. I didn't see that.
So it's, I don't know, like he's still technically a rookie, not really, but I'm a little bit nervous for him, I will say.
Do you foresee a Kirk Cousins start in the future?
Yes, 100%.
I mean, he came into this game, I think in the fourth quarter. He subbed in.
And like,
I mean, give Big Kirko some another chance. You know, he had a bad stretch of games.
he was really good to start the year.
He was amazing for his first
And then
three.
he had like a bad stretch of like 3 or 4 games where he's like 2 picks a game. And it's like, all right,
less touchdowns than thing.
Exactly. But I don't know. Like, I'm not high on the Falcons. Could I see them making the playoffs after this start? Maybe, but only if Big Kirko steps in.
Big Kirko needs to stay dripping like this.
But you never know with that NFC South division.
You know, you never know with in the NFL.
Oh my god, man!
Injuries.
What a bad weekend for injuries.
They pile up.
Fantasy owners, look away.
Well, fantasy owners rejoice if you drafted Amari in Hampton.
Yeah, silver lining.
Najee's going to be good now. Another thing, I'm a big Travion Henderson guy. I have him in every single league. I love Travion Henderson. And 3 fumbles in that Patriots backfield. Not one was Travion. You had Ramondre with 2, Antonio Gibson with 1, and then Travion pretty much took up the rest of the snaps for the rest of that game, which was like a remaining 7 minutes in the fourth. But it's really good to look out for. Same with Amari Hampton. Great to look out for now that Najee's gone. Snapshot is his.
How do you, like, they kept using Ramondre. That guy, he looks like he's like, all right, this guy is somewhat decent. Even like fantasy, like, okay, I could start this guy. The first fumble he had, he wasn't even touched. He literally just dropped the ball.
He came down and whoop, ball came out. You eat popcorn. I ate some popcorn. I mean, like,
Is that thunder? Damn. Hurricane.
that's the longest thing of the crack of thunder I've ever heard in my life. I hope you guys picked that up.
Hurricane.
Keep that in. I think Ramondre's kind of like, he's that David Montgomery archetype almost. He is kind of like just like that power back that'll run through the line, put his head down, and just he's CTE maxing like Cam Scattergood. And so it's good to use him in certain situations. Like, I mean, if you're like 3rd and goal with 1 yard to go, put Ramondre out there and just tell everyone to push really hard.
Put your head down and just run.
He's just going to push it through. Like, I don't know if Travion has that in him. I think Travion's a little more like that Jahmyr Gibbs archetype where he's flashy and explosive. And so both of those guys working in tandem would be good. But I want to see Travion thrive this year. I need to see Travion thrive this year so my fantasy teams are finally fucking doing something.
And they will. The Patriots spent a 2nd-round pick on him. The Broncos also need to do the same thing with R.J. Harvey.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins has been actually really good for them.
Yeah.
But, like, you spent I guess a 2nd-day pick on this guy. Fucking use him.
Do you know if Dobbins has a 1-year contract?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's just an idea of keeping him behind Dobbins, let Dobbins show him what's what. Even though Dobbins isn't like a veteran, the guy spent more time in the injury room.
26, eh?
Yeah, but I mean, he's torn both of his ACLs.
I know. Anyways, let's rattle off more of these injuries.
Nick Bosa out for the year with the torn ACL.
Not looking good for the Niners. Another injury.
Joe Burrow out 3 months with turf toe. I don't even know what that is.
I asked my mom, and she actually explained it really well, because I had no idea.
Is his toe growing grass?
Every time I heard turf toe, I'm like, you're just you got like a jammed toenail. That's what I thought it was. So there's a tendon in here that goes all the way down to your heel. And he ruptured it or tore it, whatever the word is. And essentially you can't step forward.
Eek.
So you're basically playing on one leg.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel that. Like, when you're standing, your big toe's the one to stabilize
Exactly.
you, right? When you walk, your body's like, it's your feet gripping the floor to move you.
I will eat my words. Joe Burrow is not a pussy.
CeeDee Lamb out multiple weeks with an ankle sprain. That's horrible for the Cowboys, but this is why they got GP. James Conner out with he's going to get an ankle surgery, man. Fuck, that's sad. Because this guy's, he's a beast, man, every year in fantasy.
He don't miss games.
I didn't draft him, but fuck, man, like, his whole story is unbelievable. Like, the guy
Cancer survivor, beat it, comes back, and he's still very, very productive in the NFL.
He's the guy. Like, I don't think anyone is ever concerned. If you have James Conner in your backfield, you are happy with your run game. You don't have to do anything else.
It sucks for him, man. But we'll see you next year, buddy. Hope you heal up.
And another one that's kind of sad to see. Mike Evans goes down on a hamstring injury.
Potential IR, I heard today.
Yeah, man. He's also just a guy like Mike Evans, Mr. 1000. He does everything.
Yeah,
the Bucs
are
have
we
ever
looking
needed.
at the end of Mr. 1000? I think he needs one more to beat Jerry Rice.
Wow.
In terms of consecutive 1,000-yard seasons.
Wow.
Yeah.
We might actually, because he hasn't been good this year so far.
No. When you come back, man, just fucking give him the ball, Baker.
Feed it to him.
Don't give it to anybody else.
Feed it to him. Oh, we said this already in this pod, but CJ Stroud does not look good.
Yeah, we can do this a little bit more in depth now. So, I put this in here. I think he still has all the talent in the world, but watching him the last year and a half, his decision making is not the best. Yes, I know his receivers are hurt. Nico Collins is great. Doesn't play every game. Tank Dell's kaputz. But I don't know. Yeah, they have Christian Kirk. They have no run game. Respect to Nick Chubb, but it's not what he used to be. So I'm wondering if D'Amico Ryans has kind of run its course in Houston. You know, he put them through the rebuild and got them into the playoffs. Maybe it's him. Maybe CJ Stroud's not as good as I think he is. I don't know. It's just interesting to see.
I don't know what their coordinator situation is, but I'm kind of having this like dilemma inside myself, whether it's the full coaching staff or it's coordinators that are the most important. And I often look at like the Eagles with Steichen. The Colts got Steichen and he made AR like a really good quarterback for 5 games. Now Ben Johnson is the head coach in Chicago, and we're kind of seeing like the Ben Johnson touches showing in the Bears game. Like they're doing the flea flickers, they're doing all the crazy stuff to like try to make things happen. And so I wonder if Stroud maybe just needs a new coordinator. If he needs someone to just a fresh play sheet, fresh playbook.
Maybe. I hope so. I hope he does well.
Yeah, I love Stroud.
We love CJ Stroud.
Travis Hunter plays almost 100% of snaps on both defense and offense. He played 100 snaps total, sorry. Not 100%.
Nuts. Guy had 2 targets and had 20 yards on his lone catch. And he was actually really good on defense. But
I'll say whoever drafted him in fantasy, like, wasted pick.
yeah.
You should have drafted a guy who, like, is avid on playing both sides of the ball.
It's like Jacksonville's weird. Like, I know Trevor Lawrence isn't great. Brian Thomas has had a slow start. ETN's kind of had a revival this year. Where does Travis Hunter kind of fit into this offense? I don't know.
And who's their wide receiver, too?
It's him. And I honestly don't know.
Because I was going to say, I think, like, he would be most productive in a wide receiver 3 role, like a Jahan Dotson kind of role, where, like, play your defensive snaps, do what you need to do on defense, but on offense, fly under the radar, and then when the Jags need those big plays, you can look to him. Because he is that explosive player. He's that flashy catcher. He's going to get up and moss people. He's fast. But I don't know if he's, like, that high-efficiency guy, and I don't think he was in Colorado either. He was explosive. It was, like, 5 catches for 200 yards or, like, 4 catches for 120 yards and a touchdown. Like, he was never really, like, that bell cow receiver, which I know that term doesn't really work for receivers, but, like, he's not going to be that guy who's making 8 catches a game.
No. Maybe he will be, but as of right now, it doesn't look like it.
No, I don't think so. And with that, it can get some Week 4 previews. Michael, Steelers got the Vikings in Dublin.
I always hate watching the 9:30 games. It just doesn't feel like football Sunday to me.
Are you Irish?
I don't know. Probably. I think so.
Because when I see you, my penis be Dublin.
Anyways. I don't know. I'm actually kind of scared for this game after the fucking beatdown that the Vikings gave the Bengals last week. And I don't know if J.J. McCarthy is playing this week or next week, but Carson Wentz is... Wherever he goes, he's productive. You know, he was great with the Eagles, and then he went... I don't know, was it the Colts next or Washington, wherever. He's always put up decent numbers. And he's in a great system with Minnesota and Kevin O'Connell, so who knows?
It actually says here, this is my first time seeing this, apparently Kevin O'Connell gave a cryptic message about J.J. McCarthy.
Well, like he's going to be out for a while?
I don't know. And then I don't think it's one of those things where it's like, hey, he's healthy the night before a game, we're going to throw him in. Hey, go figure it out type thing. So I guess they're just trying to say, like, the kid needs more time. Weirdly non-committal about J.J. McCarthy's job security.
I mean, yeah, they put up 48 points without him, and he's 23, I think.
But that's not going to happen every week, right? That was
No,
defense. Like, Carson Wentz was not anything last week. Like, what was Carson Wentz's stats?
I don't think he only had one touchdown, honestly.
How many
He had like
yards?
180 yards.
Yeah, 173 yards, 2 tugs.
Yeah, I don't know. If McCarthy's not healthy, don't rush him back. There's no point.
No, and I mean we can beat off the dead horse as much as we want. Don't start your rookie QBs, man. If they're not ready, don't. There's no point. Don't kill their like. We're gonna have another Zach Wilson in the league, another Mac Jones. Like the world has enough Mac Joneses.
Baller.
Oh, on the other side, Eagles got the Bucs. Got playoffs. I hate this game.
So they played each other once the last 2 years, right? One was in the playoffs and one was in the regular season. I think.
Yeah, they played
And
themselves.
they split, correct?
We got beat down in the playoffs,
Yeah.
and we beat them down in the regular season.
Okay.
I like this game in terms of like a slate. Like a good football. This is gonna be a great football game.
It's gonna be a great game.
As an Eagles fan, I'm terrified. This is gonna be one of those games where it's like you don't feel good that the Eagles won. You're just happy that they didn't lose. Baker looks like a guy. Baker is like, I don't know if you saw Baker when he hurt himself and then someone shit talked him.
No.
Dude, this guy was on the ground, wincing in pain, grabbing his leg, rolling back and forth. And then someone said something to him. I think it was CJGJ. God, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Who just got released, by the way.
Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Signed to with the Eagles again. Come back for the third time. CJGJ says something to him, and then he gets up. And he starts screaming in his face. And then we're asking him, but he's like, yeah, we don't take any shit. And we're like, okay, like, why are you faking an injury then? But the Eagles are going to have to get home on defense. I mean, Baker's so dynamic. They're going to have to send 5 if they want to contain him.
He's fantastic.
He's going to get out of the pocket. We know that. No, Mike Evans is a little bit better. You don't have to play like so much man and play so high. You don't have to play all that. You can play a lot more blitz and like just keep sending 5. Try to get home on him. And I mean, as long as Kevin Paschulo stops freaking calling screen passes, yeah. Screen passes and fucking counterback corners, like, I think we'll be good. I think we'll be safe. Hopefully, the boys come ready to play. That's all I got to say.
This next one is matchup of the week.
And these are two teams coming off having their faces thrown in the mud. Another game we didn't talk about. The Bears get home on the Cowboys. Crazy game. The Bears went nuts on the Cowboys.
2 picks in the red zone.
And the Cowboys were the worst team last year in the red zone. They had the worst red zone percentage. And so,
I love hearing that.
yeah, I mean, Dak can't rise to the occasion when it matters most. In playoffs or regular season, he crumbles. But this will be a statement game for both teams, and it's Micah Parsons coming home. Do you think Micah Parsons? Do you think Micah Parsons lets up on Dak?
No.
If he gets through the line, you think he's just going to give him like a light tackle?
You would hit him 10 times harder than you would hit any other QB. It doesn't matter who it is.
If it wasn't for Dak, Micah would have got his money.
No, that's fair.
If the money wasn't spent, it would have went to Micah.
If I'm Micah Parsons, I'm having the game of my career, and I'm going to sack Dak 4 times, and every time I'm going to look up in Jerry Jones' fucking press box and just fucking stare at him.
Do you know if this is in Dallas?
It's in Dallas.
Oh my God, that's gonna be amazing.
It's in Dallas.
That's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. The fans, there's gonna be some sort of funny like fan chant in the game. There's gonna be some sort of like
probably
"fuck you, Jerry," some shit like that. It's gonna be hilarious. I'm so excited.
Like the Jerry Springer chant.
Jerry. Except it's the opposite way. Fuck you, Jerry. Fuck you, Jerry. And then the last game that we're gonna preview here, Ravens versus Chiefs. This was, I think, 2 years ago when everyone was like praying in the AFC Cup Championship.
Lamar's our savior.
Lamar, get rid of John Patrick Mahomes. Do it. This is a game that could bury the Chiefs.
Yeah, they could go 1-3, but it won't look good for the Ravens if they lose this game either, because Lamar looks fucking unbelievable, but their defense is giving up 30-plus points in every game. Apart from Cleveland. Cleveland fucking sucks, though. So, I don't know.
Well, I'm looking at the Chiefs for who they played this year. I mean, Chargers, playoff contender. I think some people are saying that the Chargers could be, like, a dark horse Super Bowl team.
I don't think think so.
I don't agree either.
Not yet.
They lost to the Chargers, lost to the Chiefs, or lost to the Eagles, sorry. And then the Chiefs win to the Giants. This could be like the same way the Niners took the Eagles' heart 2 years ago. This could be the Ravens taking the Chiefs' heart. They could just beat them down, and I don't know if they'd be able to get back from that.
Fuck the Chiefs, but I hate the Ravens even more. I want the Chiefs to do us a favor, make the Baltimore Ravens go 1-3, so the Steelers can go 3-1. Probably won't beat the Vikings, but that's my take on this game. It's going to be a good game regardless, I think.
I think I have the Ravens winning this.
The Ravens should win this game.
Yeah, like the Chiefs' defense has looked kind of abysmal so far. Stefanski's just not. Like, he doesn't have the pieces anymore. Like except Trent McDuffie and Chris Jones. And that's about it.
But speaking of, what is the adjective you just used? Abysmal. Derrick Henry cannot hold on to the fucking football.
And in pivotal moments. It's when like it matters most. He's dropping it. Like what's going on?
So last night he dropped it. I want to say with like the fourth quarter might have just started. The Ravens were down by 7. The Lions only got a field goal. They ended up losing the game by 8, but like that's a pivotal drop.
That drive right there is what keeps you in that game. That drop is what separated the game and what like the football is a game of momentum, right? And if you're chasing the whole time, we talked about this. Like when you lose a week in the NFL, you have 17 games. And I know Rash disagreed that it's just one game, but in the NFL, if you miss a game, you're playing the entire season from behind.
Every game matters.
And even in situations like Vikings and Lions last year, like it came down to the last game, and the Vikings were 15-3 or whatever it was,
14-3.
14-3, and like they still come out as a 5th seed in the playoffs. One win outside of that last game dictates a whole world for them to be at home, have home advantage throughout the playoffs.
Yeah. And they got bounced. In the first round, they got fucking destroyed by the Rams.
And so I know King Henry is starting to age. I know he can't be king forever. But he's still playing really well.
Yes.
Aside from his
rushing,
ball security.
he's fine. His running ability hasn't lost a step. It's just his hands.
It's his ball security.
He can't control the ball.
Maybe he's just scared of getting hit. I don't know.
You can cut this. Are we retiring milking this week?
I think we're retiring milking this week.
Should we give like a quick tribute?
Sure.
Okay.
There's some changes to this Way True podcast that I'll preface now. Milking has come to an end. We've matured since then.
Unfortunately. Slightly.
But for the last time, for good old time's sake, this
Taylor's
is episode 40, actually.
It is, and Taylor's not here, so he doesn't get the last milk.
Taylor will not be a part of the last milk. NFL, you have been
Milked for the last time.
The last time. We'll figure out another funny way to go through segments, but
Don't worry, we got 2 more milkings to go.
in the NHL, huge news. Kaprizov rejected an 8-year, $128 million extension, making him the highest paid NHL player of all time.
$16 million AAV.
Does he want to leave?
I really don't know.
I would want to leave.
Like, I think he likes it in Minnesota, but they haven't done anything since he's been there.
And they don't give him pieces, man. They can never get him a guy to make him competitive.
No,
they made the playoffs? They made the playoffs once.
Yeah, but they're 44 wins. You know, like 95 to maybe 100 points is like their ceiling, and they're always pushing teams on the brink. Not the brink. We'll call it Game 6, Game 7. Every year in the first round, but they always play good teams. They always play like the Dallas or the Colorado or the Vegas or the Edmontons, and it's like, yeah, sure they're better than you, but you have to beat them.
Yeah, and they never built the roster. And if I'm Kaprizov, I see that and I'm like, shit. Like you look at even the Canucks who haven't been really competitive. I mean, they're on the brink of being competitive, but they keep trying to get guys. They're always trying to add like that last piece to get there. And sure, they haven't done it, but at least they're trying. New York, kind of same thing. Like maybe now they're kind of like eyeing down that rebuild, so maybe New York's not doing that as much now.
Yeah, I mean, they still got guys, but
with like when they had Pietrangelo and Adam Fox, or not Pietrangelo, sorry, Panarin and Adam Fox and Zibanejad, who they all still have, but when they were all good, like they were trying to finish all those pieces. Like they thought Igor was going to be that last piece to get you there, and it wasn't. They had Trouba and like you see all the other teams who are building. Leafs, another one who get like. They'll get loners, but like those loners are supposed to be like that final piece, that missing puzzle piece. Every other team works to get that roster, and the Wild kind of just sit there and suck on mediocrity.
I think what will end up happening is, if I'm not mistaken, he's 26 years old, maybe turning 27 this year. I think he's going to do what Matthews did. Take a 4-year deal at a really, really high AAV. And then when the cap goes up to fucking like 105 million, whatever it is, by the time he's up, just cash in.
Yeah, which I hate. I mean, like, hockey is the sport of the hometown discount. I don't think there's another sport that takes the hometown discount as seriously as hockey.
No, but...
Like, Crosby took his hometown discount and they went out and won a cup.
Multiple.
It wasn't even a hometown discount. It's fucking Canadian, but...
8.7 every year, baby. That was his salary. Fucking love that.
That's so sick. So sick.
But yeah, I don't know. I would like to see Kaprizov leave. He's an unbelievable player when he's healthy, but who knows?
Okay.
Who really knows?
You're a math guy, right?
I'm a huge math guy.
What's the AEV on this?
16.
So, would you take Kaprizov on the Leafs at 4 years? We'll call it 12 million AEV. AEV.
Yes.
Versus McDavid at 8 years, the maximum.
McDavid. I'm not delusional like Taylor. I don't think he's coming to Toronto, but if you give me the choice, it doesn't matter money. You could give
But
me,
it doesn't matter the money. This is what I hate.
honestly, you could give me Kaprizov for 8 years at $1 million per year. I do not care. We do not care.
We do not care.
Connor McDavid every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
I hate that.
I know you hate it.
I hate it.
And I assume you're the opposite based on that reaction.
I mean, no, I agree. I think I would also take McDavid in the situation I presented. But if you had Kaprizov at $1 million for 8 years.
Okay, maybe that was an exaggeration.
I'm taking that. Yeah, I wanted it. It was on a button and like I keep clicking with my foot to make sure it doesn't. I see that picture of Jacob Scarfone on your laptop. Shout out Jacob.
It's not creepy, don't worry. You're not my background or anything.
You don't live in the same neighborhood at Taylor and Iraq.
The Toco boys.
Malkin unsure of when he will retire.
He should retire now because Pittsburgh is a dumpster fire.
I would just love to see him and Crosby retire together. Just
Yeah.
cool. See the bros go together.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's another guy I want to see win a cup. People, I think they don't understand how good Malkin was in his prime.
I don't think people understand how good Malkin was until last year.
Consistently, from 2008 to 2018, arguably a top 3 to 5 player. Maybe not 2018, call it 2015. Arguably a top 3 to 5 player in the league.
He took a stint in the K.
Yeah, it was a lockout.
Sorry, I just want to get his point totals here. Throughout his career, 85 points, 106, 113, 77, 37. I guess he was injured. Yeah, played 43 games.
Injured a lot.
109. He got 65 points in the K. 33, 72, 70, 58. The guy's a point a game every year that he played.
And then look, he plays 78 games and has 98 points at the age of 34. No, that's a lie. Like 31.
Well, here, 82 games for 83 points 3 years ago. Like he is that guy.
Guy is a gamer.
And like he's always been that guy. Recently, age is catching up with him as it does everybody.
But even then, like, 67 points, 50 points.
Actually, another thing I'm looking
Still
at.
really productive.
Look how nuts this stat is. A lot of people hate plus minus. I love it. +2, +16, +17, -6, -4, +18, +23, +5, +10, -2, +1, +18, +16, -25. I wonder what happened in 2018. Wow.
Pittsburgh wasn't the greatest defensive team.
But in 68 games, he had 89 points. So take that with how you will for this -25.
Okay, 89 points is 89 points.
89 points. Like that's just
Doesn't matter.
That's on the defense at that point. +7, -4, -10. I mean, this is as age catches up with him. But even defensively, like this guy was only producing when he was on the ice.
He's fucking good, man. He is so good. Love me some Genos.
Yevgeny, come on the pod.
We won't milk you, I promise.
Oh, Kopitar. Anze Kopitar.
Another legend.
Retiring after this year. We're starting to see the era of our sports coming to an end.
It's so sad.
The Gen Z athletes are coming in, like the Jared McCains and
Renegade. And, like, this is not to say that the NBA and the NHL and the NFL are not in good hands. Like, there's still some really, really good young talent.
I mean, Jared McCain, like, honestly, it says something to the fact that I know we're not talking about NBA, but it says something to the fact that the guy's going to just score 32 on you, and then you're going to go home and start doom scrolling, and you see him doing a fucking TikTok dance before the game.
Like, I was guarding him all night.
Dude. But Kopitar, man, have fun in retirement, and like you gave us a great league, and I'm sorry for the LA Kings that they have to give up on you.
Him and Doughty, man. You guys need to retire right now. The Kings suck.
Let's see how the leaf falls, Michael.
It's been a while.
Not lots been going on in Leaf camp.
It's been a while.
And even now, this isn't really crazy news, but Stolars won't discuss an extension during the season.
I like that.
I appreciate it. Focus on ball.
Exactly.
Puck.
Yeah. We know it. Yeah, focus on this season. You know the Leafs will probably give you what you want, which I don't think will be anything outrageous.
He's been the guy so far. I'm happy with how he's played. He's been amazing. Little injury prone.
Yeah.
Just a little scared about that.
Fuck Sam Bennett, though.
Yeah. But didn't he also go during regular season?
Yeah, he did. But Wool was really good.
Wool was really good. The Leafs have a decent goalie tandem. Just too bad that they're both Band-Aids.
I think, so Stolars is 31 right now. I think he'll get like a 4-year, maybe 5-year deal if he re-signs with the Leafs, and let's call it $5 million.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'd be okay with
pretty
paying him
solid.
$6.
That's pretty good. Yeah, even 6. And then even like Wool's extension kicks in this year, and you're paying your goalies combined less than $10 million, even if you gave him 5 or even 6, which is really good.
That's beautiful. That's fantastic. And either goalie you can start on any given night and be comfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, outside of that, JT Miller is going to be, he is named the captain of the Rangers.
That's interesting. I mean, a great player. Good guy.
It is interesting, though, like a guy that you were on the brink. Well, I guess they traded for him, but like,
yeah. I mean, he was there for like a few years way back when.
Like, he just got back in the building. And now you're just going to give him the keys?
It's just funny to see Vancouver. I guess they did trade the wrong guy.
They did. Like, it is...
It's a weird one. I think... Fuck it, we're on Vancouver. I'm gonna just speak on this. I think for now, it's make Quinn Hughes happy.
Yeah. Quinn Hughes is your guy. I think if it means Pedersen, if Ep40 has to leave the locker room,
yeah.
Which let me say, 40 is a horrible number.
It's such a weird number.
Like, why?
I can't think of a number 40 in any other sport. Like any sport.
Jalix Hunt was 41 on the Eagles last year.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, he's a rookie defensive player.
There you go.
Actually,
that's your comparative, Elias.
I know we're done with the NFL, but I just want to bring this back up. I saw Jameer Gibbs talking about he wanted to change his number. And they were talking about, like, what number would be cool for a running back? And they were talking about, like, 80 or 90. How sick that would be to say running back. We haven't seen a running back with the number, I think it was 88. He was a Green Bay running back. I forget what his name is, but imagine Jameer Gibbs at, like, 97. The great one.
Connor McDavid.
The great one. Or 87. Imagine if he was wearing fucking Sidney Crosby's number. That's so sick.
Yeah, football numbers are weird.
Football numbers, to a point, though, they back in the day, this is a little fun fact for you guys. Football numbers were about position back in the day. So, like, offensive players, I think it was QB were 0 to 1, or 0 to 10, sorry. Wide receivers were 10 to 20. Running backs were 25 to 30, whatever it is. But
it's funny to see, like, I find that in the NHL, the higher number players, apart from few, are the better players. Crosby, McDavid, Kaprizov.
no one's rocking, like, single numbers in the NHL. I don't think.
No, and if you are, you're a third pair defenseman. Whereas in the NFL, quarterbacks are, like, lower numbers. Like, Brady was 12. Rodgers is 12. Hurts is low, right? Hurts is 1. Allen is 17. Mahomes is 15. Herbert is, I want to say somewhere like a teen something. I can't remember. But, like, it's all low. It's kind of weird to see.
That's actually a really good point. I'm thinking about it now. Like, if I was in the NHL, I'd definitely rock like number 7. Fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
That's so
That's
sick.
Michael Vick.
That's so
He
sick.
was number 7.
But yeah, back to Vancouver. I agree. And I think
Yes, keep Quinn Hughes happy.
if EP40's got to go, EP40's got to go.
Whatever you have to do. You gave Demko a weird extension, which is, sure, whatever. You got to keep your goalie. I get it. But yeah, Hughes is up next year, and he's going to get a fucking huge payday. You keep him happy because he is by far your best player.
He's your future. Oh, another milking?
Second last milking.
Second last milking. NHL, you have been milked. The NBA, there's not a lot of news.
There really isn't.
Tyler Hero out 8 weeks after ankle surgery.
Sucks for him.
Yeah. I love this. The Trey Lana Hawks going to war with Patrick Beverley. I don't know who like, we do a podcast, right? And I feel like when we get in front of the microphone, it doesn't give us power. We speak with the kind of decency and class that we usually would.
Yes, and we speak to what we know.
Patrick Beverley gets on a podcast, gets a microphone in his hand, and he feels like Homelander from The Boys. Like, he just thinks he's a superhero who can do what he wants. And he goes in on Trae Young, saying that there's insiders in Atlanta who are talking about how they hate playing with Trae Young, how Trae Young makes it his way or the highway, how Trae Young's done nothing in his career, how they need to trade Trae Young.
That's not going to happen. Even if it is that way, Trae Young is by far and away the best player on that team. So, yeah, sure, you want to call the NBA a players' league? Sure, yeah, it is. But all the power to him. Patrick Beverley was never even close to the best player on his team.
No, he was never even the 3 on his team.
No.
And another thing about this is that, like, Trae Young made a 12-minute video clapping back at Pat Beverley on YouTube.
So funny.
You can even see, like, he didn't want to do it. He got up, he's like, fuck, I'm not roasting you. He's like, this is all ball. He's like, I'm not coming after you. This is all about ball. Here's the facts. And, like, there was one point where he gets up and he gets out of, like, the camera view. And
yeah, like, he needed a break, like a breather.
He's going to want to do this. He's like, fuck, why are we doing this?
And he was talking about the players that Pat Bev has played with. Prime James Harden. Sort of, but almost past prime Dwight Howard. Chris Paul. Like, he's had a lot of good players, and he has never been up to par with Trae Young.
In Patrick Beverley's first 9 years of his career, which is where we're at for Trae Young. Trae Young's in his 9th year, which is crazy to say. I feel like he got drafted like 30 years ago, man.
Status.
Literally. But in those 9 years, they have the same accolades. One conference final.
Yeah.
One conference final. Pat Beverley will sit there and say, I made the playoffs every year in my career. You don't know the playoffs without Pat Beverley. Bro, you won a playoff game and you got on the announcer's table.
Man.
Like, you acted like you won the Super Bowl. You acted like you won the NBA Finals. Like,
who... In that game, he probably had 9 points and 4 assists.
Like, you're not that guy, bro. And that's coming from a fat dude and Michael. You're fucking shit.
I could cook... No, I couldn't, Pat Bev. I could cook him in a verbal battle.
I could cook Pat Bev in a verbal battle. Not
in a basketball game.
And so Pat Bev shot back again at Trae Young. Look like he was gonna cry. And so you can see Trae Young won this. Like, Trae Young sitting there laughing, and he's like, fuck, like, I don't want to do this. Like, this isn't serious. Like, I got a season to get ready for. And Pat Bev's like, fuck, I retire. Like, how am I gonna stay in the spotlight for longer? And decide to pick on a guy who, like, Trae Young's never had another guy. He's never had, like, it's like, he's like, honestly, this is a great parallel to draw. The Wild and Kaprizov, Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. They never worked hard to get him a guy until now. The Hawks should be really good this year. I'm really happy with the Hawks. So, they got Porzingis now. Like, they could really do a lot with what they have in shop, and I think this is the time for Trae Young to step up and be that leader that the Hawks also need.
I remember last year, I honestly was saying trade Trae Young.
Yeah, me too.
I was on that train, but
I'm also with the trade Trae Young because you're not giving him what he wants.
Yeah, you're literally 500 every year. 41-41.
Like, you're wasting this guy's prime for nothing.
9th year.
This is just funny. This is where he kind of gets into the groove of, like, I feel like NBA players kind of prime out at, like, call it like 25 to 32.
Trae Young is a 20-10 guy, season in and season out.
No matter who's on his team.
Fucking, I really hope they just do something.
Facts.
I don't have to win a ring this year, but fucking do something.
Yeah. Oh, Jonathan Kuminga. Trade talks are a disaster. Warriors offered him 3 years, $75 million extension.
I don't know who this guy thinks he is. He's only 23 years old, so yeah, he could prove me wrong. I don't think he's that good.
No, and he's not this $25 million a year?
Yeah, that's a little high.
And how did you say no?
Yeah, the Warriors offered him this, and he's like, nah. You're fucking stupid. You averaged 14 points in your career, which is pretty good. You're still pretty young, and that number could go up immensely.
Like, how do you see $25 million short of $100 million, and you're like, no?
And then they're like, okay, we'll give you that contract, and then we'll trade you to a place where you can maybe be a number 2, number 1A, 1B option. And he's like, nah. He just says no to everything. He's just such a little baby.
What team would he even be a 1A, 1B option on? Like, the Wizards?
The team that was in on him the most was the Kings. I mean, they have Sabonis. Other than that, they have, like, nobody. Levine...
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Levine is better, but, like, Levine's not that good anymore.
Yeah. So I guess, the Kings would be the one team where he'd be like...
And you grow your game.
He'd be a 2 still. Sabonis is underrated. Sabonis is a fucking guy.
Sabonis is a fucking monster.
He's a beast.
I don't know. John Kaminga just pisses me off.
Yeah, I agree. And
He's such a drama queen.
once again, with this, it seems like our era of NBA is coming down to an end. It's like...
Saying Levine's not that good anymore. Guy used to drop 28 a game.
I mean, this could be it for the Warriors, too. This is... As Steph comes to retire, Klay Thompson's already done in there.
I think
Draymond's getting ready to retire.
One more run, and then whatever you want to call it. They got Steph, they got Butler. That's all you need. Get out of the way.
Thought to have Butler, to be honest. That's pretty lit. Oh, Michael.
This is the last milking.
This is the last milking.
So sad.
Not really.
I'm sad. I might go home and just cry.
As Cabby said, he was a little too diddy for me. With everything that's going on in the world, of course, we never get political, but the less we can be diddy, the more we're going to succeed. So I'm with that.
Bars.
So, for the last one. NBA, you have been milled.
R.I.P.
Oh, thank you so much for coming to the locker room and getting sweaty with us sweaty lads, as always. This is the highlight of our week. This is what we love to do.
Always.
Make sure that you're liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to everything that we do. Because the more that you guys are active, the more that we can be reactive. Because we like making content that you guys like. Michael, send them off with Stay Sweaty.
People, stay sweaty.